Oceans connect, cultures intertwine. Ancient African mariners. The story of ancient African mariners is one of courage, innovation, and profound cultural exchange. These early seafarers were pioneers who saw the vast oceans not as insurmountable barriers, but as pathways to new worlds and opportunities. The oceans were not barriers to ancient Africans. They were highways that connected distant lands and facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. These routes were meticulously charted and navigated by skilled mariners who had a deep understanding of the seas. These skilled navigators embarked on daring voyages. They set sail with a sense of purpose and adventure, driven by the desire to explore unknown territories and establish new trade connections. Their voyages were feats of navigation and endurance. They traveled across the Atlantic Ocean. This vast body of water was a conduit for trade and cultural exchange, linking Africa with the Americas long before the arrival of Europeans. The evidence of these early transatlantic voyages is found in the shared artifacts and cultural practices. They explored the Indian Ocean. This ocean was a bustling maritime highway that connected Africa with the Middle East, India, and beyond. African mariners played a crucial role in the vibrant trade networks that flourished in this region. They even ventured into the vast Pacific. Their journeys into this immense ocean demonstrate their exceptional navigational skills and their willingness to push the boundaries of the known world. These voyages were testaments to their bravery and ingenuity. These journeys were not just about exploration. They were about forging connections, establishing trade routes, and exchanging knowledge. The mariners carried with them not only goods, but also stories, traditions, and innovations that enriched the cultures they encountered. The goods traded included gold, ivory, spices, and textiles, while the exchange of ideas led to advancements in science, technology, and art. These interactions had a lasting impact on the civilizations involved. African mariners mastered the art of shipbuilding. Their ships were marvels of engineering designed to withstand long voyages and the challenges of the open sea. The craftsmanship involved in building these vessels was passed down through generations, reflecting a deep tradition of maritime expertise. They used the stars to guide their way. Celestial navigation was a skill honed over centuries, allowing mariners to traverse vast distances with remarkable accuracy. The stars were their map, guiding them safely to their destination. They possessed a deep understanding of wind and currents. This knowledge was crucial for planning their routes and ensuring successful voyages. By reading the patterns of the wind and the flow of the currents, they could navigate the seas with confidence. These voyages challenge conventional narratives. They reveal a history of African innovation and exploration that is often overlooked. By recognizing the achievements of these mariners, we gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of ancient civilization. They offer a glimpse into a past far more interconnected than we often imagine. It reminds us that the oceans have always been bridges, not barriers, linking diverse cultures and fostering mutual growth. But before we get into the rest of this video, we want to take a quick second to tell you about our special limited time offer. We are giving away free copies of our newest critically acclaimed book, 13 Black Scholars Who Admitted There Were Black People in the Americas Before Columbus. This exclusive offer is our way of saying thank you for your incredible support and sticking with us on our knowledge-filled journey into true ancient American history. Dive deep into history with us and uncover truths that challenge what we've been taught. But hurry, this offer won't last forever. Click the link in the description and grab your free copy. Now, let's get back to the video. Navigating the waves, boats of reed and timber. These vessels were the lifeblood of ancient African civilizations, enabling them to explore, trade, and connect with distant lands. Ancient African mariners crafted remarkable vessels. Their craftsmanship was a testament to their ingenuity and deep understanding of their environment. They used materials available to them. Reeds, timber, and other natural resources were skillfully transformed into seaworthy boats. Reed boats, buoyant and maneuverable, were ideal for navigating rivers and coastal waters. These lightweight vessels could easily be handled by a small crew. These boats, crafted from bundles of reeds, were remarkably stable. Their design allowed them to float effortlessly, even in challenging conditions. Planked vessels, constructed from wooden planks, were stronger and more durable. These boats represented a significant advancement in shipbuilding technology. They could withstand the rigors of open ocean voyages. With these robust vessels, ancient Africans could venture far from their shores. These boats, often large and sturdy, facilitated long-distance trade. They carried goods, ideas, and cultures across vast distances. The design of these boats varied by region. Each community adapted their vessels to suit their specific needs and environmental conditions. This reflected local resources and shipbuilding traditions. The diversity in boat designs showcased the rich maritime heritage of ancient Africa, a testament to their adaptability and resourcefulness. Charting the course, a timeline of African seafaring. The rich and diverse history of African seafaring is a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of its people. From the earliest days, Africans have been masters of the seas, navigating vast waters and establishing connections that span continents. The history of African seafaring stretches back millennia. Long before the age of European exploration, African sailors were charting courses across the seas, driven by trade, exploration, and cultural exchange. Evidence suggests that Egyptians were sailing the Mediterranean and Red Seas as early as 3000 BC. These early mariners built sophisticated ships, capable of long voyages, and used the stars to navigate their way across the water. They established trade routes with civilizations in the Middle East and beyond. These routes were vital for the exchange of goods, such as gold, spices, and textiles, and also facilitated the spread of ideas and technology. Nubians, skilled sailors in their own right, navigated the Nile River and the Red Sea. Their expertise in boat building and navigation allowed them to travel great distances and engage in trade with neighboring regions. They traded with Egypt and other African societies, exchanging goods like ivory, ebony, and incense. This trade network helped to strengthen political and cultural ties across the region. On the Atlantic coast, West Africans were sailing to and from islands off the coast. These early sailors ventured into the Atlantic Ocean, establishing trade routes that connected them with distant lands. This occurred centuries before European contact. The maritime activities of African societies were complex and far-reaching, demonstrating a deep understanding of the sea and its many challenges. The legacy of African seafaring is a powerful reminder of the continent's rich maritime heritage. Across the Atlantic whispers of ancient voyages, could Africans have reached the Americas long before Columbus? Evidence suggests it's possible. Ancient Egyptian artifacts have been discovered in South America. Plants native to Africa have been found growing in the Americas pre-Columbus. These findings challenge traditional views of the past. They open our minds to the possibility of transatlantic voyages in ancient times. Scholars of the sea's voices illuminating history. Several scholars have dedicated their careers to studying ancient African voyages. Dr. Ivan van Sertima, in his book, They Came Before Columbus, presented compelling evidence for pre-Columbian contact between Africa and the Americas. Van Sertima stated in his book that Columbus wanted to find out what the Indians of Hispaniola had told him, that there had come to it from the south and southeast Negro people, who brought those spear points made of a metal which they called guanina, of which he had sent to the king and queen for a saying, and which was found to have 32 parts, 18 of gold, 6 of silver, and 8 of copper. African guanines were alloys of gold containing copper for the sake of its odor, for it seems that the Negroes liked to smell their wealth. The guanines brought home by Columbus were assayed in Spain, and were found to contain the same ratio of alloy as those in African Guinea. Moving on, Dr. David Imhotep's research focuses on ancient Egyptian seafaring and its global impact. He stated in his book that the evidence for the first Americans being Africans comes from different categories: DNA, anthropology, 4 different Native American tribes, skulls and skeletons, footprints in lava, ancient campsites, genetic 174, and D, haploid groups, linguistics, ancient cave paintings, ancient tools, architecture, Egyptian script, artifacts, and ancient structures above and below the oceans. Imhotep went on to say, as it concerned the Bimini Road, located in the Bahamas, these 20,000, 21,000-year-old Bahamian structures that were flooded likely belonged to the people who traveled there either directly or indirectly from the Nile Valley and built the Bimini breakwater and pier. Lastly, Dr. Clyde Winters has explored linguistic and genetic evidence linking Africa to ancient civilizations in the Americas. In his book, We Are Not Just African, he stated that the vast majority of the Native Americans that formerly lived in the eastern and southeastern United States were black Native Americans with dark skin and kinky and straight hair. These black Indians carried the major Native American haplogroups, especially haplogroups Rowan and X. Dr. Gates was hoodwinked. Ron is Y chromosome haplogroup carried by Africans. The most predominant Y chromosome of Native Americans in North America is RM173. RM173 is found in the northeastern and southwestern parts of the United States, along with NNEA haplogroup X, 25%. Both haplogroups are found in Africa, but are absent in Siberia. These scholars and many others are shedding light on a crucial aspect of human history. In conclusion, the study of ancient African voyages is a journey of discovery. It's about challenging old assumptions and embracing new perspectives. It's about recognizing the contributions of African civilizations to our shared human story. As we continue to explore the past, we must be open to the possibility that there is still much to learn. The oceans hold many secrets. It's up to us to uncover them. Trust us when we say this journey through America's hidden black past is just beginning. If this glimpse into a world lost to time has captured your imagination, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Lastly, for more information about the names and subjects mentioned in this video, get your copy of the Amazon best-selling book series, 19 White Men Who Admitted There Were Indigenous Black People in the Americas, and 13 Black Scholars Who Admitted There Were Black People in the Americas Before Columbus by Chase McGee. Link in the description. Stay curious and keep exploring.